That would make me limp a little bit.
That's not a hurting limp. That's a pride.
I've limped plenty of times. I've limped plenty of times coming off. Man, my leg hurts today. Sean Williams with an athletic move.
I don't know if that was a pass or not, but he just grabbed it and dunked it in.
Well, from the reaction of the Heat bench, it was a shot.
It looked like a shot. But that shows the athleticism. The natural raw talent is there for Sean Williams if he can find a way to put it all together.
The bulb just isn't right. Nice shot from the Duncan.
Yeah, nice shot by Josh Duncan, which I didn't know he had that range. The big guy out of Xavier, and he knocks it down. He's got 9 now in the contest. Just under 6 minutes to go. 54-40 is the score. The Miami Heat leading this one by 14. Julius Hodge to the hoop, no good, but Brook Lopez there again, and he's looked pretty good. 12 points now for Brook. I'm curious to see what his brother does, though. They always talk about Brook as the polished offensive game, and Robbins the hustler, maybe the Varejao kind of player. So if that's the case, then I don't think Phoenix will be disappointed with that.
Well, will he wear a rubber band in the hairdo like Joakim Noah, or just let it?
Boy, I sure hope so.
I hope so. We can only hope so. Oh, turn around by Brook Lopez, and he knocks that down.
Nice move.
14 now in the game.
Here's an interesting email we just got from Joey, and it's referring to Nick's 50-point game in New Jersey.
Okay.
He wants to know from us, is Nick's 50-point game a record for points by a bench player? He just looked it up on basketballreference.com.
Okay.
Their records only go back to 1986, and they have Nick's 50 off the bench as the highest ever by a guy coming off the bench. We're going to have to look that up. We're going to have to look that up and find that out. I don't know the answer to that.
Now, that's a good question. To go back to
off the bench.
Who holds the most points in a quarter?
For the Magic? Or just in general?
Just in general.
I would assume it's got to be Wilt Chamberlain.
Probably Wilt.
Right?
Might have had 60.
Hey, let's not go back that far. That's 20,000 women.
Are you saying, we're not talking about those. I don't have that record book anywhere. I don't have any access to that record book.
In a quarter?
It's a lot in a quarter.
Yeah, I'm not privy to that information.
Let's go back. Let's take a step back. The question was asked about 3 of my hard defenders that I went against. And I had to rate this guy 2 in that category. Vernon Maxwell was a good defender.
Mad Max?
Mad Max was a good defender.
Oh, 3-pointer there by Chris Douglas.
Talk about crazy. Weren't we talking about crazy guys before?
we were talking about nuts, too.
Holy mackerel. That guy was bonkers.
Mad Max. Under 5 minutes to go, 56-47 the score. Kasib Powell's got himself a decent little game here so far as well. Kasib's a guy that's probably going to make this Miami Heat team. Finished the season with them. Josh Duncan's jumper no good. Rebounded by Lasby.
Lasby out of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's right. He played a few games, finished the season with the Miami Heat last year, and he's trying to make that Heat roster.
I remember that the kid Lasby. When I coached out at the pre-draft camp, he was on my team. Hard worker.
So you did that. You did some coaching out
there. I did that one year.
How was that?
It was great. I'm going to tell you, 2 guys that was on my team who are doing pretty well in the NBA, and that's Jordan Farmer and they call him Booby.
Oh, Gibson. Daniel Gibson.
No kidding. I had those 2 guys on my team, and they doing pretty good.
2 guys that I don't know that a whole lot was expected out of those guys, and they turned out pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Somebody called you Booby the other day.
They did, yeah.
Dante. It was weird, though.
And I didn't know who it was.
Because he was in the bathroom at the time. It was very odd. It was very strange.
That's right. I forgot it was a Heat.
Scooby-Doo-Doo.
It was really bizarre.
Ryan Anderson. Now, this guy's got a little range, too, out of Cal.
Speaking of Ryan Anderson, Brian Hill speaks very highly of him.
Really?
He likes his game.
And Brian's with that New Jersey team. So
he can open up the floor, stretch out the defense.
Somebody just sent the answer to most points in a quarter, and I don't know if it's true, but we're going to go with it until I'm proven otherwise. George Gervin apparently had 33 in 1 quarter of basketball.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That was sent to me by the Heat Addict, so thanks, Heat Addict.
George Gervin used to say all the time, and he used to tell me, he used to call me young fella. One thing you can't do, jump higher than this basketball. You can't jump higher than this ball.
He'd do that finger roll over anyone. He'd try to throw that
one
thing up to
thing
the
I can't do is finger roll.
The Iceman, one of the 50 greatest.
Yes, sir.
And a jumper down to the other end is good by Anthony Morrow, and he's got 4
Anthony
points.
Morrow, it reminds me of Montel Webster.
Oh, really?
Out of Portland. Can shoot the basketball. Needs to learn how to put the ball on the floor more to create his own shot, but the kid can shoot the basketball.
Here's a question for Nick. It's from Mayor in Canada. I don't know if it's the Mayor of Canada.
Oh, it might be.
But it's from Mayor, and he wants to know what he just thinks. What's your assessment of the Heat for the upcoming season?
The upcoming season, well, they're missing they got a lot of holes to fill. You know, Dwayne Wade come back healthy. You need a point guard. You need some interior defenders. Somebody can score the ball in the inside. You know, you got Sean Marion. You got two scorers right there in Dwayne Wade and Sean Marion.
Right.
Udonis Haslem is one of the guys. He's a workman. He comes to work every night. So, but you need more than that.
Right.
So
they definitely have holes.
They have a whole lot of holes to fill. So right now, I'm looking at Chicago and Miami battling it out for that last spot.
Really, to get in and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Yes.
Because you know Miami's not going to have the abysmal year they had last year.
No,
you know they're not going to be that bad again.
And Chicago, we don't know if Ben Gordon's going to be around, Luol Deng. You know, those guys turned down those big extensions. What's the deal with that? You know, you have your number one pick in Derrick Rose. And
see how it all comes together.
Yeah.
They still don't have any post presence.
They
still don't have a low post scorer.
A guy that can score with his back against the basket. Tyrese Thomas is athletic.
Oh, Stephon Lasme down the lane and dunks it down.
And you got Joakim Noah, who I think is a big energy guy. He will get you some rebounds, block a few shots here and there, but he's not a post threat.
Just under 3 minutes to go, 61-50 is the score. The Miami Heat leading this one by 11. Michael Beasley walked off the floor. We're not seeing anyone really work with him. In fact, as I look down there, I don't see.
Do you see him?
Beasley's back out on the floor. That's why I don't see him on the bench.
That could be why you don't see him
so
on the
that's a
bench.
good sign. I know Miami Heat fans were holding their breath as he walked gingerly off the floor. You don't want to see the number 2 pick in the draft get hurt in Summer League.
Right. I see Ronnie Nunn, one of the former great NBA officials.
You know, Ronnie Nunn took a nap up here 2 years ago.
He did.
Right there in that chair while we were broadcasting. Just decided to come up here and get a spot nap in.
Got him a nice little comfortable spot in the corner and pass right out.
It had to be one of the really good officials in this league. And I can't say that about Tim Donaghy.
No.
He sent us an email last night, wanted to know what the over was on the third game.
We did get an email from him, which I don't know how we got our address.
No, I don't know either.
But you know what? I was a little nervous about how the NBA may recover from that, and I thought they did with I thought they passed with flying colors.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, it happens in every sport, and I'm not going to go as far as to say officials, but you know, sometimes it's one bad apple out the bunch.
Yep, that's right.
It's one bad apple, and they got rid of that bad apple, and you move on.
Stephon Lasme knocks another one down. There's another guy out there, number 4, Jason Richards, who played with Stephon Curry at Davidson. Now, obviously, Curry got all the press, but you know, Jason Richards, a guy that manned the point for that team.
Like Nick, Little Nate from Real GM wants to know what your favorite movie is. That was his question to you. What's
favorite
your favorite
movie?
And when do you like any of the
Born
movies?
Identity. I love
Born
all.
Identity?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's a good one.
Really?
I love all those movies there, man. A lot of action, a lot of suspense.
You know what I watched last night? It was a good movie, Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
You ever see that?
Yeah, that's a good
Denzel.
one.
He goes on that trip and just takes out the entire country.
Good post move and one. Good post move.
Ryan Anderson, now the Magic liked him. He was on their radar. He's one of the guys that they were looking at as well here for this organization. And I believe he went to pick right before us, didn't he, at 21?
And, hey, Nick Calathes, your brother, just got took to the hoop. He got schooled there, 3-point attempt right here.
Your brother, Dante?
Yeah, my brother. Well, he's telling Nick, his brother. We found out last night that Marcin Gortat is actually the son of Lon Kruger, which we didn't know.